Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Ward and I'm here to introduce you to the Inverter Broadhead. As you can see, this is a conventional style head with a 7/8 cutting diameter in flight. Upon penetrating the animal, it deploys to 1.5 inches to give you quick, humane kills. This broadhead gives you the best of both worlds, being that it is a conventional style head in flight, like I said, penetrates great, and then deploys to 1.5 inches. You get those great exit wounds, great blood trails. Works great from tree stands, smashes through bone, cuts through bone, flies great, and you know this broadhead, will fly up to 370 feet per second. We've tested it. It works great. We've used it with crossbows, low poundage bows all the way down to 40 pounds. Today what we're going to do is we're going to do some testing. We're going to shoot this broadhead into plywood numerous times, and you're going to get to watch all that. So stay tuned and don't miss it. Okay, here we go. The broadhead we're going to be testing right now is the 100 grain, 7/8 inch closed, 1.5 inches deployed. This broadhead is a solid aluminum ferrule with a hardened steel tip. The tip's actually made out of material that they make race car axles out of. And it's basically indestructible. So what we're going to do is we're going to test this head and shoot it through the plywood. So keep an eye out. Shot number one. As you can see, the broadhead is unscathed. No issues whatsoever. A little bit of wood on it. Blades are still sharp. These blades are designed to bend if they hit super hard bone. You can't break them. You can take these blades, put them in a vise, and actually beat them with a hammer and they won't shear off. They won't break. They're designed to bend. If the broadhead blade bends, you still get a cutting diameter. If the broadhead blade breaks, you've lost that. So these blades, again, are designed to bend. They are not bent whatsoever. Closes, opens perfectly fine. Now we're going to go on to shot two with the same broadhead. Shot number two. Again, unaffected by the shot. Broadhead is completely intact. No issues whatsoever. There it is, number two. Closes perfectly, no blade bends, nothing. So now we're going to take it out again. As you can see here, zoom into here. You can actually see where the blade's deployed. I turned it, but you can see where it deployed here and here and cut through. Again, no effect on the broadhead whatsoever. We're going to be here a long time shooting this head through this plywood. We're going to have holes all over it. See here on the outside is the O-ring. Normally when you shoot an animal it doesn't break. When you're shooting through plywood it has no choice really but to break. Again, shot number four, no issues. Now what we're going to do is just shoot this broadhead through the plywood. Quite honestly, we could shoot this broadhead through this plywood all day without failure. 20, 30 times, guaranteed. Been tested, tried and true, can't hurt it. Toughest broadhead on the market. There it is, the Inverter. We're going to continue to shoot this head through, video the shots, and you count how many times it goes through there. So after 10 shots, bring it up. 10 shots, you can see the broadhead's unscathed. Still deploys fully. Tip is not injured whatsoever. Blades are still intact. Works great. See, we got a little groove cut here. That's what holds the O-ring in place, so when you put it in your quiver it doesn't roll back. This is the answer to all the mechanical problems. The inverter. Shot number 20. I'm telling you guys, we could do this all day long. We could shoot this head through this plywood all day without failure. One thing I will ask you to do is when you buy these heads and you harvest an animal with them, take that broadhead and put it up on the shelf with that animal. Because if you don't, we're not going to sell that many because it's indestructible. So do us a favor and don't reuse your broadheads. Buy new ones. It'd be great for us. Now what we're going to do is use this same head, try to find something really hard to shoot it into, even harder than this 3/4 inch plywood, and see if we can break it. I mean, we're going to try to destroy this head. Here we are, we've shot this broadhead, the inverter, 20 times through this 3/4 inch plywood. Now we're going to do something that we've never done before. We're going to pull out the hard aluminum diamond plate. We've never shot this, so I don't know what is going to occur. We're going to wear safety glasses. I don't recommend you do this at home. This is, I guarantee there's no animal's bone harder than this here. It's impossible. So here we go. Alright, here we go. Diamond plate test number 1. Safety glasses on. Don't do this at home. You got your glasses? Yeah. Woo! There it is, guys. Look at that. Started penetrating, got to the notches on the blade to where they would deploy. Tip is unscathed. Blade's barely nicked on the sharpened point of it. If this doesn't prove to you the toughness of this broadhead, then I don't know what will. That's solid aluminum diamond plate. No failure in the broadhead. That just proves to you this broadhead is designed to go through the hard stuff before it completely deploys. It's just like a ballistic bullet. You don't want to shoot an elk with a ballistic tip bullet and have it expand on the outside of the animal. The rear deployment broadheads impede penetration. There's no way they can out-penetrate this head. I promise you. This head will go past the hard bone and then become completely deployed. You get a 7/8 inch entry hole and an 1.5 inch or bigger exit. This is the same broadhead, guys, that we shot 20 times through a piece of 3/4 inch plywood.